A true legend in the world of football is with us today. Join me in extending a warm welcome to the one and only Mr. Oliver Kahn. Ladies and gentlemen, students and esteemed guests, it is an absolute honor to welcome you all today to our school. We are incredibly thrilled and privileged to have with us a true icon in the world of football. A man whose name resonates with passion, dedication, and excellence, the legendary Oliver Kahn. Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence. Oliver Kahn is a legendary German football player, widely regarded as one of the greatest goalkeepers in the history of the sport. Kahn is renowned for his exceptional reflexes, commanding presence in the penalty area, and incredible shot-stopping abilities. He led Bayern Munich to numerous domestic and international titles, including multiple Bundesliga championships and UEFA Championships leagues. One of his most memorable moments came in the 2002 FIFA World Cup, where he played a crucial role in leading Germany to the finals and became the only goalkeeper in the tournament's history to win the Golden Ball. Off the field, Mr. Kahn is known for his fierce determination and leadership qualities, earning him the nickname the Titan, a testament to his resilience and unyielding spirit on the pitch. He is known for his acrobatic saves, fearless challenges, and a burning desire to win. His legacy in football is marked by his exceptional skills, unwavering determination, and numerous accolades, making him an icon in the world of sports. His willingness to perform to the max and his abilities as a goalkeeper have made him a legend and a global role model. Further, always further is his credo, and it drives him to constantly learn new things and further develop himself. Mr. Kahn's special connection with India is evident as he played his final professional match on May 27, 2008 at the Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata, marking the end of his illustrious career in India. His legacy extends beyond playing, as he has continued to contribute to the world of football through various roles, including coaching. Oliver Kahn remains an iconic figure in the world of sports. Today, we're fortunate to have him here to share his experiences, insights, and wisdom with us. We have a special video, sir, for you that captures your memorable moments with football and your career. Can we have the video, please? such a beautiful compilation of incredible saves, unmatched agility and determination. That's what he is. Mr. Oliver Kahn, fantastic. So we also have a few glimpses of our students, and we play football with a lot of gusto. We have around 400 students play football every year in our school in the football carnival. Can we have few glimpses of our students? That's our children playing football during the football carnival, which happens every year. And students from grade 5 to grade 10 participate, boys as well as girls. And we have a lot of energy on the field, children giving their best. They love football, and that's a big celebration in our school. We also have some other sport events where our children participate. So these are just a few glimpses of what our children play with sports and athletics. I would now like to invite our principal, Mr. Brian Seymour, and the head of school and principal of BD Somani, Mr. Jeffrey Fisher, and Mr. Navroz Bilamoria to welcome Mr. Oliver Kahn. Mr. Seymour, can you please escort Mr. Kahn to the stage? I request you all to felicitate Mr. Kahn with a token of love and appreciation on behalf of the Somani group of schools. Thank you, sir. But before you go back, I would request you to address the gathering. Our students are waiting to hear you. Thank you.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. I think this was really an absolute amazing moment for me to come back to visit here this university. I remember very well when I made my my last game in 2008 in Kolkata, and this was a fantastic moment for me with so many people, so many Indian people, so many fans. It was not an easy moment for me because I was a little bit sad because it was my last game after 20 years, 2 decades, being a goalkeeper. And every time when I see the pictures on the screen, it's also a very, very special moment for me because that remembers me on my youth. And we have a lot of young people here, and you are the future. You are the future of your country. You are the future of India. And yes, it's a long time ago when I was also a young guy and had a big dream. I had a massive dream. I want to be a professional football player. I want to become a professional football player, but I was not so talented. I was not so talented as the other guys in my age. So I had to develop something very special. I had to develop a special kind of willpower, and I had to develop this kind of never give up spirit, a very strong working ethic. And it was fun for me. It was fun for me to work always a little bit more than my competitors, because I felt it in every moment that when I'm working more than my competitors, when I never give up, even in the face of setbacks, and there will come a lot of setbacks in our life which we have to handle. And I felt I always get a little bit better. I always performed on a higher level. And when I was, I think, 14 or 15, this is for everyone, for everybody, it's not an easy time. And I remember very well, all my coaches, they said to me, no, you are not a good. I think you are a good goalkeeper, but you will not be a professional goalkeeper. And that was a very important moment for me, because I would never give up my dream. Why? Because there was one people saying, oh, maybe you are not good enough. No. I felt it inside that I was good enough with my working ethic, and so it motivates me. It motivates me to go on, to work even harder. And then everything develops. I played in the first team of my home country, and I came from a small country in Karlsruhe, playing in the Fußball-Bundesliga at that time, and I developed. I developed myself, and I played in the first Bundesliga, and suddenly I remember very well, I get a phone call from the big manager of FC Bayern Munich, from Uli Hoeneß, and he asked me, Oliver Kahn, hi, I'm Uli Hoeneß. Do you want to come to Bayern Munich as our #1 goalkeeper? And first of all, I said, oh, there's someone joking with me on the phone. This is not Uli Hoeneß. This is the radio channel from Karlsruhe who's making a joke with me. And so I said, I don't know. Maybe I will come to Bayern Munich, but I was joking too. This was, for me, this was one of the biggest moments in my life, to play for such a huge, gigantic club like Bayern Munich. Then I changed from Karlsruhe. I think I was 23, 24 years old. And then the career started. And I played a lot of international games. I played for the German national team. And I had the luck to win a lot of cups, a lot of championships. And there were hard moments like Champions League final 1999. I'm not sure, I think you are very young, a lot of very young people here, maybe you are not remembering, but we played in the Champions League final against Manchester United with Bayern Munich. And after 20 years of suffering, or 25 years of suffering for Bayern Munich, not winning this cup, this Champions League Cup, we lost. We lost the final in 2 minutes of extra time, and this was one of the most destroying moments I can remember in my career. But that was also a moment, a very special moment, again a special moment, a hard moment. But I said to myself, no, try it again. Never give up. Never give up in such a setback, in such a hard moment. And 2 years later, we were again in the final, again in the Champions League final, and you saw the pictures from the penalty shootout. And I had the luck, and I was able to catch 3 penalties, and finally we won this cup, the Champions League Cup, with Bayern Munich. But I don't want to, tell you so much stories. I think there's one message. There is one core message: is if you have your dream, follow it. Follow your dream. Develop a special work ethic, and even in the face of the hardest setbacks, don't give up. Never give up. Go on and try to reach your goals in life. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this. Thank you very much for this amazing, really amazing welcome from all of you. And believe me, it's coming deep from my heart. This is so special, because As I said before, I retired 2008. This is 15 years ago now. And you can imagine it's always very emotional if you remember me on my career as a player. Thank you to all of you. Thank you very much. It's not working when it should.
Never give up. I learned the words never give up. Another mic. Yeah. Oliver, thanks for coming back for India after 15 years. And you know, it's also never give up for myself. I tried for 15 years to Oliver bring back again. And I learned the words Oliver in 2008 shows us the never give up. So today, the never give attitude of our all Indians, 1.5 billion's dream, have never give up to Oliver back to India. Give him a big hand. I just before the starting about his plan, just 2 words before, but this Oliver's with me, the emotional attachment of togetherness of 15 years. Thank you, Oliver.
Thank you, too.
And I just to know, the 2008 is a remarkable year for history of Indian football to the globalization. After Oliver's phenomenal farewell match in Kolkata, we're still echoing my eyes, 120,000 crowd outside, and 45,000 crowd waited for 2 hours to see Oliver in the great appreciation night. Give him a big hand for the man. And who changes the entire football, colors of our football. Because after Oliver's farewell match, the world look at India. And also after the Oliver's match, we all got under-17 in the FIFA World Cup. All are coming today due to this man and his tremendous never give up attitude. So again, once again, thanks for Oliver. Now, we are coming up, why Oliver back to India? To never give up, to make our football. That's, Oliver, few words, why you be India again?
Well, first of all, thank you, Mr. Kaushik, and to all of you. I know this wonderful man now for so many years, accompanying me through my life, and he organized this amazing game in Kolkata. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, why I'm coming to India again? As I said before, I had so many good memories, so many fans here in India, but I'm also convinced that here is a huge potential in football. And the Oliver Kahn Academy, we are specialized in these things like helping to develop football in certain ways. And it's always important that if you want to strive in football, if you want to develop yourself, your country in football, everything has to start with a youth development. And then from the youth development, you need a good structure, good club structure where your players can develop themselves up to the professional football. And this way from the youth football over academies, over club football to the professional football, this must be structured, this must be organized. Therefore, you need a special education system, a curriculum where you can educate your players to the best. And yes, I feel very, very inspired, and I know a lot about the Indian football. And as I said, there's a lot of things we can do together to develop your football further. And this is such an amazing and such a huge country. And I think all of you are also very motivated to develop a good football in India. And yeah, maybe we can work together in special topics and in special issues.
Yeah, although definitely what's inspiring us, but what's the components to start with right now, because we never give up. So I need your never give up principle to start with, which was to be a few interesting points we can right now. the ball should roll on?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is youth. The most important thing is youth development, but it's also very important that you have yes, role models. For me, when I started my career as a professional football, not as a professional football player, as a youth football player, I had big role models. They gave me orientation, and that's also a very important thing. There are a lot of players, I think, playing in Europe, or Ronaldo, or Messi, or Gianluigi Buffon, or other good players, and they are really good role models. This is very important, but why not develop your own, your Indian players and Indian role models? So youth development is very important, structured, clear, and that you know exactly when you start with 6, 7, or 8 years, what is the exact way, what do I have to do to come to a professional club, if this is really my goal or my motivation.
Yeah, now you have seen to the last 15 years about India. Now you talk about what is your message to the Indian aspiring footballers, because they love to your never give up approach to build in their system and their mentality.
I think everything is about your head, everything is about mental resilience, everything is about mental stability. But on the other hand, you need a clear, a structured program, a kind of, what I said, a curriculum. How can you develop yourself further in football? And I think especially in young ages, the most important thing is love. Love to the sport, love to football, playing. Also very important, having good coaches. There are also people in life who motivates you to go further. And I think the most important thing is, even if it's very hard, and that's what I said in my small speech, even if sometimes it's very hard, don't give up. Don't give up, strive further, never forget what you're willing to do.
So, Oliver, just a little hypothetical and little emotions question to you now. We like to be, our nation is basically a viewing nation to the world as known us. We are millions of viewers. Now, we like to be a playing nation. So, your never give up philosophy and principles, can our Indian team in certain structure to play the World Cup during our lifetime, or what is your plan for? You never give up for Indian football team to be a World Cup.
Absolutely, everything. What I learned in life is that everything is possible. Yeah?
So
think that it's possible, and then you can reach.
So India,
it's a big. There's also another important thing, and that's what I felt here when I come to India. People love football. Yeah. It's very emotional. It's in their hearts, and this is also a big motivator, a big motivation to go on.
So it's a really giving a big hand for this. We should play a World Cup with and never give up attitude. So Oliver has stated that India should play a World Cup with our heart and love. Now, just concluding the things, now from a few media guests are here. After 15 years, they caught you, and they also never give up to meet you for the last 15 years. So I think I take a few questions. And all related to development in Indian football. You know, today we are celebrating to a new height of Indian football through Oliver's vision. So the question should be pertaining to Indian football. Is it okay, my media friends? We'll take 2, 3, or 4. You can only any.
Hello.
Can you stand up? You can see you.
Yeah. Hi, Oliver.
Hi. Hello.
Nice to have you back here in India. And of course, we could see earlier what you mean to young football lovers over here. You spoke about your, your farewell match 15 years ago. If you can maybe just tell us a little more about, your involvement, whether that, in fact, that experience that you had, did that stir something in you to return at some point and be involved in some capacity, which is what has maybe brought you back? Did that play a role in bringing you back to India and wanting to do something here?
Yes, absolutely. I think this retirement game in 2008 in Kolkata, this was really a special moment in playing your last game in front of 125,000 people cheering you and feeling the excitement of people, feeling the love for football for people. And believe me, you will never forget. You will never forget a moment like this. And as I said before, I founded the Oliver Kahn Academy, I think now 7 or 8 years ago, and we worked together with different countries to develop football further, to work together with federations, to work together with clubs, academies, or organizations. And I think for me that's always a heart-making thing. It's always heart-making to work together with, as I said, countries, federations, or clubs if they want to develop football further. Because I had the opportunity to make my dream come true. And now it's an important thing to help others that their dream may become true. And that's why when I met Kaushik, and we often met in the last years, and yes, a lot of things are going on. Country in India is developing, also football. And yes, that's the reason why today, why I am here and trying to help to grow football in the future.
Hi Oliver, great to have you in India. So whenever people talk about Oliver Kahn, people relate to you with your fearlessness. So how you developed that attitude of being very fearless when you took the football pitch, and how can the young footballers of India develop that fearless attitude so that they can grow and become a fearless footballer?
Now, when I was a young kid, I was the opposite. I was not born as a fearless kid. No, it was totally the opposite. And everything depends on your coach. And the most important guy are your parents. And then your first coach you have, for me it was in football. And my first coach, he wanna have a very loud, present, and sometimes aggressive type of goalkeeper. This was the time, this was the 80s, when the goalkeeper, yes, must align with all these characteristics. Aggressiveness, loud, big, huge, physical, strong. And he gave me the self-awareness, my first coach, he gave me the self-awareness, you are good. And I want to have you as this kind of goalkeeper, because that is your character. So show me your character on the field. And that shows how important it is that the coaches you have in whatever sport, that they promote you, that they foster your strengths and bring them out of yourself. And that's why I'm very thankful and grateful to my first coach, which I had in my hometown team.
Just two questions more. One and another. Yeah.
Hello, Oliver.
A little louder.
Hello, Oliver. My name is Gaurish. I'm from Sportsman. I'm a Bavarian.
Louder.
Don't understand. Sorry.
Hello. So the question is, of course, India is in a transitional phase when it comes to football, and even FIFA has developed a facility here. So the question is how important, of course India needs to be better in football, but how important will it be for football as well to get developed in India in context of commercial and marketing aspects that the world can get from India?
What they're asking, why Indian football is to develop the context of football in general, marketing and all aspects. To develop football, then the football needs to develop for sake of, am I right? Question? Yeah, what the world can get, why Indian football should be developed to get enriched world of football.
Well, when I understand you in the right way, I think we're talking about the commercialization and marketing things around football. Well, I think that's what you will see in the future in European football. Everything develops more and more to entertainment. But I think the most important thing is football as itself. You know, the basic, the core from football. And for example, in Europe, football is so deeply rooted in the society. So it's not just a marketing thing, and people don't like that in Europe if you talk about football in these kind of commercialization aspects. But on the other hand, especially for the big clubs, it's a very important part, and it always belongs together. On the one hand, you develop the sport, and on the other hand, you develop all the commercialization things around this sport. But it's very important that you are successful. If you are successful, it's much more easier to make marketing, to get sponsors, to get broadcasting deals, and all these kind of things. So first is the sport itself, to develop it on the highest level, to perform on the highest level, and then you can build a marketing machine and entertainment issues around that sport.
Just two more questions.
Yeah. Hi Oliver, this is Pankaj. Welcome to India. You had a special style of your own goalkeeping. Germany has a special style of playing football. Do you think India needs to develop its own flavor of football so that we can succeed stage by stage in the upcoming years?
Absolutely, absolutely. When I'm working together with different countries, especially with the Oliver Kahn Academy, for us, it's very important to establish a kind, we call that a coach-to-coach system. That means the most important thing is that you develop your own strength, your own coaches. Yes, maybe you get some help from outside, but to develop your own coaches, you have to develop your own Indian style, your own philosophy, and that's where we here and there maybe can help, but the development of something substantial must always come from inside the country, and I think this is the most important thing, develop your own style.
Hi Oliver, good evening. Welcome to Mumbai. I'm Sanjay from ETV. I just wanted to know how would you describe the present Indian team, especially Sunil Chhetri. It's a good sign you have said that India very soon play the World Cup. But at present the Indian football team, how will you describe? Especially Sunil Chhetri.
You're talking about Indian football. How you feel it to be developed, like his question is that. You should be more specific about not a player.
What was the question?
How you describe the Indian football team, present Indian football team, and especially the Sunil Chhetri? A few words about the Sunil Chhetri.
Don't understand.
Yeah, I think your question should be specific on Indian football, not individuals.
Yeah.
It's best to ask for about development.
Okay, individual Indian team.
Yeah. You tell me, repeat your question, please.
How can you describe the at present Indian football team? Current Indian football team.
You mean about the current Indian football team?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very easy question. Well, I'm not really an expert, you know, and I don't like to talk about a football team in depth when I haven't seen them several times. I saw the team playing here and there, and I think that's what I always say. You have such a huge potential. You have such a big willingness for success, and yes, I think the most important thing is believing in yourself, believing in further development, believing in coaching, believing in your big dreams, and then I think everything, really everything is possible. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. And just to concluding, let's one pledge for after 15 years, Oliver is here. So my young friends, why not should you do a pledge today? We never give up. Should you say?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for being with us. It was a privilege for us to have you in our school. Thank you. Thank you. We request the audience to please be seated. Children, please sit. Parents, children, please be seated. Children, please take your seats. Just 5 minutes.